The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing.
Fear is the disease. Hustle is the antidote. Travis Kalanick. The question I ask myself almost every day is, am I doing the most important thing I could be doing? Mark Zuckerberg. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb. I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse. Florence Nightingale. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. Amelia Earhart. Do or do not. There is no try. Yoda. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines. Sail away from safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore. Dream. Discover. Mark Twain. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Lao Tzu. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. Alice Walker. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. 80% of success is showing up. Woody Allen. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. Farrah Gray. It is never too late to be what you might have been. George Eliot. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Henry Ford. You can't fall if you don't climb. But there's no joy in living your whole life on the ground, unknown. Challenges are what make life interesting. And overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Joshua Marine. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Booker T. Washington. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Jim Rohn. Rarely have I seen a situation where doing less than the other guy is a good strategy. Jimmy Spithill. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. The best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra. My biggest motivation, just to keep challenging myself. I see life almost like one long university education that I never had. Every day I'm learning something new. Richard Branson. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. Whatever you can do, or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Ananian. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Aristotle. Do what you can, where you are, with what you have. Teddy Roosevelt. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. George Adair. Fall 7 times and stand up 8. Japanese proverb. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Robert Frost. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Stephen Covey. It's hard to do a really good job on anything you don't think about in the shower. Paul Graham. What's money? A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and goes to bed at night, and in between does what he wants to do. Bob Dylan. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. The person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person who is doing it. Chinese proverb. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Maya Angelou. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius. Few things can help an individual more than to place responsibility on him, and to let him know that you trust him. Booker T. Washington. Whenever you see a successful person, you only see the public glories, never the private sacrifices to reach them. Vaibhav Shah. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. Tony Robbins. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. Beverly Sills. Timing, perseverance, and 10 years of trying will eventually make you look like an overnight success. Biz Stone. Remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt. The question isn't, who is going to let me? It's who is going to stop me. Ayn Rand. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs.